Hey guys, I wanted to shoot a quick video kind of in honor, I guess, of Suicide Prevention Week. Some of you know that I really strongly battled depression for a while, for a long while actually, and suicide was something big in my world, something that I attempted at one point. And the space of like happiness and joy and ease in my world now makes it all seem like another lifetime. I kind of just wanted to give you a few tips that I've used to kind of shift myself out of this. And one of them, as you might see behind me, and this seems really simple, but I can't express enough like what this has shifted for me, is to get out in nature and just be in it. And even if you get crappier for the first 5 minutes when you're in nature, and what would happen to me is that would be the time where I'd break down, and then I would really just start crying and releasing all the stuff, and everything was coming up. But as I continued to be in that space of whatever beautiful nature could find by me, what I noticed is that after the tears and all that energy almost seemed to seep out, and then this peace and calm would come. Just felt better after. So that's my one. I wonder if I can take these glasses off. That's my one. My tip number one. My tip number two is to ask the question, what if you're not wrong? So what if there was nothing wrong with you? 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 And I know when you're in it, it's like that's impossible to even like see in your brain. But if you keep asking that question, you might perceive a shift. There might be a change for you. Every degree of change, for me, when I was in my lowest, like even like 2 degrees lighter, was like what would save me that day. So even if just saying that gives you 1 or 2 degrees of lightness, then maybe it's worth saying. So we've got nature, we've got what if there's nothing wrong with you, and then there's these things, this thing called getting your bars run, and I've talked about that in a lot of videos, and I can't emphasize enough what that's changed for me. And it may sound like too easy and too simple, and someone just holds these points on your head and you feel better after, and you don't have to talk and you don't have to do anything. You just get to lie there and receive. And it is different for everyone. And it saved my life. So if you're drawn at all to explore that, I recommend it so much. And so that's 3 tips. That's probably enough tips. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna give you one more. My 4th tip. This is when I made this demand in my world that, okay, I'm climbing. For me, it was like I would swirl into a dark hole and I would just be living down there. And I was like, I'm climbing out, but I'm not gonna climb halfway up and just kind of hang on. Like I'm getting all the way out. Getting all the way out of this hole. And I made this demand, and with that demand I had to look at some of the things going on in my life, and one of them was the type of music I was listening to, what I was watching on TV, the people in my life, and I looked at them, and anything that did not create like a lightness, like me getting closer out of the hole, if any of it pulled me down, I stopped it. And I said, for a year I completely cut out certain types of music. For a year I completely cut out certain shows I was watching. I limited my exposure to people that weren't willing to contribute to me, and I climbed out and have this like phenomenal, joyful, beautiful life now. So I hope this contributes to you. It's or to someone you know, I don't know, but I was inspired to create it. I'm probably gonna go chase them now. Thank you guys for your time.